There have been many unfortunate cases where drunk drivers have taken the lives of innocent people. In this video, I'll be showcasing 3 disturbing cases of people drunk driving and killing someone. In April 2022, a college student named Stephanie Malgoza became the face of one of the most shocking drunk driving cases in recent memory. What made this story so disturbing wasn't just the tragic loss of life, but the chilling behavior that followed. This is the story of a night that destroyed 2 innocent lives, and how a moment of reckless intoxication turned into a viral symbol of irresponsibility. It was April 10th, 2022. 22-year-old Stephanie Malgoza, a student at Bradley University, had spent the night drinking heavily at a bar. Witnesses later reported seeing her stumbling, visibly intoxicated. Around 10:15 p.m., Malgoza's vehicle struck 2 pedestrians who were crossing the street near the Full Throttle bar on North Main Street. Both were killed instantly from the impact. Malgoza didn't flee far. Her car came to a stop nearby with severe front-end damage and a shattered windshield. When police arrived, they found her slurring, unsteady and confused. Still unaware of the gravity of what just happened, what truly shocked the public was the body cam footage released later. In it, Malgoza appears detached, even cheerful, laughing, giggling, and chatting casually with others.
Okay. What I have you do is take a deep breath, a long, hard, steady blow into the straw, just like you're blowing up a balloon. Keep blowing until you hear the machine click, okay? All right?
Blowing up a what?
Yes, ma'am. Take a deep breath, long, hard, steady blow. A little bit harder for me, a little bit harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
Go to Bradley.
You're a Bradley student?
I graduate in 4 weeks.
You're a .264, okay? All right.
Long Island.
You haven't had enough of drinking already?
We're talking about Vegas. There's no limit at Vegas, right? Have you been there? I swear to God, if you're Snapchatting right now and I'm not, I'm gonna be mad. Ooh, ETA by the Beebs. You.
Officers inform her that 2 people have died, and yet she shows little visible emotion.
Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car. I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Told?
Totaled, wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it here to school tomorrow?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Can I get a Tuesday for my night class?
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said that
said I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're down here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yes. I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
Her blood alcohol concentration was later found to be 0.264, over 3 times the legal limit. The footage went viral across social media, drawing millions of views and sparking outrage. To many, Malgoza's demeanor represented a shocking lack of remorse and awareness in the aftermath of a devastating crime. In April 2023, 1 year after the crash, Malgoza pleaded guilty to 2 counts of aggravated DUI, resulting in death, and 2 counts of aggravated reckless driving. During her sentencing, she finally broke down, expressing deep regret and saying she was not the same person she was that night. But the judge didn't hold back. He sentenced her to 14 years in prison, emphasizing that the victims' families will never get to see their loved ones again. On February 9th, 2014, a devastating wrong-way crash occurred on the 60 freeway in Diamond Bar, California, resulting in the death of 6 individuals. At approximately 4:40 a.m., Olivia Colbreth, a 21-year-old Fontana woman, drove her Chevrolet Camaro against oncoming traffic on the 57 and 60 freeways at speeds up to 100 miles per hour. She collided head-on with a Ford Explorer, killing 4 members of the Mejia Martinez family. 2 passengers in Colbreth's car, her sister, and her best friend also perished in the crash. The collision caused a massive fire, and only Colbreth and the driver of her third vehicle survived, suffering only minor injuries. Colbreth had a history of driving under the influence. She was previously convicted of DUI in 2010, resulting in a license suspension. Her license was reinstated in December 2011, just over 2 years before the fatal crash. Despite prior warnings, she was not deterred from driving under the influence. Following the crash, Colbreth was arrested on suspicion of felony DUI and manslaughter. Her blood alcohol content was measured at 0.15%, about 3 hours after the crash, nearly double the legal limit. In May 2018, she pleaded no contest to 6 counts of second-degree murder to avoid a trial that would further traumatize the grieving families. In December 2018, Colbreth was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison. The crash left the families of the victims devastated. Mary Mejia, whose parents, sister, and grandmother were killed, expressed her grief, stating, "I lost my entire family." In the crash, she described the hours spent agonizing over what happened to them after they failed to return home from a trip to the casino. The tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of drunk driving and the importance of making responsible choices on the road. The incident has prompted discussions on the need for stricter laws and enforcement to prevent such senseless loss of life. But what remains to be the most disturbing drunk driving incident yet resulted in the death of 27 people. On the night of May 14th, 1988, what began as a joyful church trip turned into one of the most deadliest drunk driving tragedies in American history. It was a warm Saturday evening in Carroll County, Kentucky. A group of children and parents from the Radcliffe First Assembly of God were heading home from a fun-filled day at Kings Island Amusement Park near Cincinnati, Ohio. They were tired but happy, packed into a yellow school bus, laughing, singing, and talking about their favorite rides from the day. At around 10:55 p.m., the bus was traveling south on Interstate 71, about halfway between Louisville and Cincinnati. Out of the darkness, a Toyota pickup truck appeared, driving the wrong way at a highway speed. Behind the wheel was Larry Mahoney, a 34-year-old man who had spent the evening drinking at a local bar. His blood alcohol concentration was later found to be 0.24%, more than twice the legal limit at the time. Mahoney's truck slammed head-on into the church bus. The impact ruptured the bus's fuel tank. Within seconds, the interior became inferno. Flames raced through the aisle, fueled with gasoline and the highly flammable foam seats. The front exit was completely blocked by the twisted wreckage, and panic spread as the passengers realized the bus was filling with smoke and fire. Inside were 67 people. Most of them were children between 10 and 15 years old. Many were trapped by the narrow windows and the crash of bodies trying to escape. Some managed to push open the near emergency exits and climb through the flames, but for others, the heat and smoke made survival impossible. 27 people lost their lives that night, 24 of them children. Many of the victims died from the smoke inhalation rather than burns, as toxic fumes filled the bus before they could get out. Those who survived were left with severe burns and lifelong trauma, having watched friends and family perish in seconds. The scene that first responders found was beyond words. Charred remains of the bus still smoldered on the roadside. The survivors, covered in blood, wandered in shock along the highway. Parents who had stayed home that day learned hours later that their children would never return. Larry Mahoney survived the crash with minor injuries. He was later convicted of 27 counts of manslaughter and sentenced to 16 years in prison, serving about 10 before being released on parole. Many saw the sentence as far too light for the devastation he caused. The Carrollton bus disaster became a turning point in the fight against drunk driving. It fueled nationwide outrage and spurred changes in both law and vehicle safety. The tragedy also helped grow the influence of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, whose members pushed for stricter DUI laws and lower legal blood alcohol limits. The victims were buried side by side in local cemeteries. Each year, survivors and loved ones gather to remember those who never made it home, a community forever marked by a single senseless act of drunk driving. The Carrollton bus disaster remains a haunting reminder that one person's decision to drink and drive can destroy dozens of innocent lives in an instant. It stands one of the most darkest nights in American road history, and a story that must never be forgotten.
The accident happened near Carrollton, about halfway between Cincinnati and Louisville. There had been speculative reports by witnesses that the driver of the pickup, 34-year-old Larry Mahoney, was speeding, that he'd been racing a motorcycle. But so far, state police say they have no evidence of that, and they haven't been able to talk to Mahoney. He's hospitalized in very critical condition.